Yo, what it do? Hey, we know you just saw that fresh new intro. Wasn't that shit sick? Well, we couldn't agree more, guys.
Right, we just collaborated with our boy Omar at Sun City Vibes to help create an intro that would take our podcast to the next level. Do you need help with your video editing and content creation to help elevate your business to the next level? Well, Sun City Vibes has you covered without a doubt.
Yeah, that's right, guys. Whether it's a logo reveal, a music video, drone footage, or even t-shirt printing, guys, hit up Sun City Vibes for quality work and affordable price. Shit, Omar even made us a sick-ass hat. Look at this.
It's a fresh-ass hat.
Fresh.
Shit's fresh.
Fresh.
So yeah, guys, go help support those that support us and hit up our boy Omar and tell him Chris and Misa sent you from the podcast and help support a local El Paso business today. Let's go. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast. Today is Wednesday, August 11th. Is approximately 6:08 on a hot ass evening here in El Paso, Texas, guys. As always, co-host of the podcast, Mr. Misael is here with us. Say what's up, Misa.
Yo. What it do?
In the producer chair for today, brand new producer to the podcast, but a friend of the podcast, Mr. Jordan Savai is here with us.
Yes,
Jordan, say what's up, brother.
Thank you for this opportunity. Minorities don't get this many chances. Yeah, come back out around here. Thank you so much.
It's the only reason why we did it.
Give him a round of applause.
Yes.
All right, guys, for episode number 88, we got a very special guest. Our boy Omar from Sun City Vibes, proud sponsor of the fucking podcast, is here with us today. He's a local videographer.
What it do?
Does all this shit. Say what's up to the podcast, man.
Yo, what it do?
Hey, he's been watching, bro.
Triple Hornet. There you go. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Thank you for being here today. We really do appreciate it. Jordan, thank you for producing us. Blue, thank you for being the blue guy or the beer guy. You're back from the dead.
He is.
From the fucking dead. He died for an episode, but he's back now. So thank you for resurrecting.
And Miss Raquel, we weren't serious when we said he was dead. Just in spirit.
Just you know, you were dead to us that day, but you were fine. All right, guys. Episode number 88 of the podcast, Conversing with Chris and Misa. Make sure you guys go follow us on Facebook, like us on Instagram, subscribe to our motherfucking YouTube channel. We're almost at 300, guys. We're at like 285. So help us get to the 300 sub mark. And then on Apple Podcasts, leave a rating and a review. So, Mr. Omar, for the podcast or the audience who might not know who the fuck you are.
I don't even know who he is.
Yeah, I don't even know who the fuck you are.
You know how hard it was to get him in this fucking studio?
Let them know who you are.
Omar Herndon. I'm I sponsor you guys, so you guys should know me actually.
Right.
Oh, shit. In the studio a couple of times.
Is that who you are?
do the graphics, do whatever I can for the show.
Hell yeah, dude. And we really do appreciate it. We're going to get into kind of like how we met and came into this sponsorship. But yeah, you do really great work, dude. You fucking shoot music videos, you shoot events, you shoot fucking baseball teams, like little fucking pictures for kids and shit. You do it all, man. And you fucking print hats. There's a hat right there.
Look at this.
Like this, it's just ridiculous. So we really want to thank you for being on the podcast.
The real question
today,
is,
sure.
What don't you do? Fuck.
I'm a jack of all trades, I hope.
Hey, there you go. All right, guys. So before we get into this, we have a celebration unlike any other. It's called the cracking of the celebratory beer. And it sounds like this. Cheers to you all for being here today, guys. Thank you all.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you, guys. I'm going to indulge. Cheers to you all who are watching, by the way. Oh, shit.
God bless, Blue. I miss these cold ass beers,
Yeah, dude.
bro.
I don't know how you get that shit so cold. It baffles me.
Last episode, man, it was a very, very good episode with the boy JC, but them beers were fucking hot, dude.
Yeah, they weren't as cold as the blue standard. So, Mr. Omar, so what the fuck did you bring today, bro? What the fuck is this thing?
Actually, I've been waiting to use this. Actually, a client of mine, Brittany Espinosa, shout out to Brittany.
Shout out.
From Empower Nutrition. She is now in Odessa working for Panther Trucking, her dad's company. She gave me this for Christmas about a year ago. No, 2 years ago in Christmas, actually. I haven't used it till now. I mean, just put the...
Hey, perfect occasion to use it, bro.
Perfect occasion. Awesome. With my initials. Appreciate you, Brittany.
Right.
Thank you.
So let's all give a cheers here. We pulled up
To Brittany.
some fine whiskey today, guys. We don't really do this. I'm probably going to pass out midway, but you only live once, you know what I mean? So let's get into this. So Omar, fucking tell us a little bit about yourself when you were growing up. Are you born and raised here in EP?
Actually, I was born in Mexico.
You're born in Mexico?
You're border. No, you're not border patrol.
Damn, you're from the homeland,
I
son?
like to say Mexico to sound exotic. I was born in Juarez, man.
Oh, okay. So he
sound
was born in El
Right
Paso.
there. Yeah, man. But I mean, I've been here since I was like 2 years old. Just stayed here, high school, everything here.
Right.
You don't have to answer this, but did you cross like illegally or legally?
I'm just here so I don't get fined. I can't really speak on that. You know what? Cut.
That's an ongoing immigration
maybe.
matter. We're not allowed to fucking consult him on that. But yeah, dude.
Crazy.
So if you fucking, obviously, I would consider you from El Paso now. I mean,
Yeah,
like our boy Jordan here, he hails from fucking
From the Oaxaca Perez convict of the Immaculate Heart Sisters Lady Mountains of Guadalupe.
I'm a political refugee. I made it to El Paso.
Where do you come up with?
Yeah, dude. So he spent time in Truth the Consequences, which is kind of crazy because it's like this random ass little fucking town.
I pass it all.
And then you're like Amarillo too, right?
Yeah, that's where I was born. I wound up in tears.
You see, bro, like that's fucking wild. The only thing I knew about Amarillo is that George Strait was trying to get there by the morning. That's all I know. That's a classic George Strait song. That's all I know about Amarillo, bro.
Chris, you've been drinking too much, bro.
Dude, I just started, dude.
Yeah, well, chill then.
He's mixing it too. So
Yeah, dude, this is gonna get sloppy, guys. Episode number 88, sloppiest podcast on the internet. But anyways, so dude, yeah, so like, when did you start doing like all this like fucking video creation, graphic design? Because did you get into this at like a young age, or was it something you developed later on?
Actually, no, man. Like growing up, honestly, I was always in trouble. I was that guy, fights, anything.
So you're like Misa, dude.
Pretty much, Misa.
Right.
Yeah,
I need to grow up.
I said that to myself. So that's why, I mean, I went back to school after I had kids early. I was 19. I had my son. He's 17 now. He's a senior.
God damn, he's 17 years old.
Dude,
man.
he's older than Jordan over there.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, man. So I had to grow up quick. You know what I mean?
Right.
I have a 17-year-old, a 12-year-old. I was a guy who was getting in trouble when I mean, obviously I had more responsibilities, had to settle down, get jobs. I would just do whatever I could. You know, I even lived in Phoenix for a while installing alarms. I just never found my niche.
Right.
You know what I mean? So just with the family getting older, and I just didn't want to have like always a 9 to 5 or like nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? But it wasn't for me. So I was like, what do I need to do? I went back to school. I went to community, UTEP, I was studying software engineering. And then I ended up at University of Phoenix, where I took a videography class and as well as a graphic design. I loved it. So with 20 credits away from my bachelor's, not that I dropped out, I took a break, but
Never went back.
Never went back.
It's like I
effectively
I
dropped
got
out.
all I needed.
Yeah, it did show me like a lot of like, obviously it's gonna sound cliche, but group work, how to be a professional with that I still use nowadays with clients, you know. So next thing I knew I was buying a camera because I started looking at a lot of YouTube channels, Casey Neistat, Peter McKinnon. I would be like, why can't I do that? And now looking back at it, I would just take any opportunity really to make any video, you know. Back then in Windows Movie Maker.
Movie maker.
I would.
That's what you started with, just like videos.
Yeah, well, you know
first?
what? It was really a way for me to get away, like with some assignments at UTEP.
Okay.
The teacher would have like, you got to present this on a paper and a board, and I would be like, you know what? Can I make a video? And I just gravitated towards that mainly to get away from talking.
Or writing. I don't even know how to write.
Yeah, all that. You know what I mean? So she would let me do that, and I would put the text on there with the music. I would overload Windows Movie Maker, but it would come out awesome.
the
You know?
computer.
Yeah. I would have to figure out how to get like an instrumental on there. So I'd go on YouTube how to do it before I even knew I was gonna do it as a profession. And yeah, they came out awesome. The kids that would go after me during like at UTEP, after I presented, they would be like, "Come on, man! Like I wrote my shit on a napkin." So then
This is all like badass,
kids
like,
that you
cinematic shit.
yeah, man. So I always spend time getting away from like doing schoolwork, but then I found that it was something that I really liked. So then I would just spend more time on it, and I knew it was something I wanted to pursue further. And then some time passed, and I found myself buying a camera, a cheap DSLR off of Craigslist. There was a Canon T3i.
That sounds
And-
expensive.
No, I mean it was a starting camera that helped me for like 2 years, and it held me down. And I created a bunch of stuff with it, and I ended up selling it to one of my best friends. To one of my best friend for his kid. He started a YouTube channel, and I gave it to him really cheap. you know. But I mean, it was just like I could have kept it as memories or
Right.
here create something.
Ask for
you
it
know?
back, dude. Fuck
I'm
that kid.
gonna. No,
just kidding.
Emilio,
Fucking take it
no,
back
no.
from this kid and shit. So what the fuck? Why were you in Phoenix for a while or what?
It was my son was young. I was just going from job to job. I worked at Albertsons, stocking.
Hey.
Albertsons all the way. Yeah,
Shout out
yeah.
Albertsons. My dad works at Albertsons.
Awesome.
Yeah,
So I
real
did that for a year. I was stocking. I would go in at 10 at night, get off at 6 in the morning.
Damn.
I had to pay the rent. You know what I mean? I had my little family to take care of.
Right.
I was tired of it. So I was like, you know, one of my old friends from Mount High School, his name's Rodrigo Cervantes. I haven't spoken to him in a minute. He was always like tech savvy, but with like wires and installing radios. And I would just know what I knew from him. He called me one day. He's like, hey, Omar, I know you're not happy at your job. We would talk from time to time, MySpace and all that.
Oh, and MySpace was popping.
He was in my top
Yeah.
8. So
Hold on, real fast. Can you name your top 8 to this thing?
no,
No?
man, it was all bullshit.
Things change, huh?
Things change.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk
Fuck
to
those people.
Basically, I didn't say it, but
Except for number 8. It's cool.
Rigo, except for Rigo. So
he hits you up, right? And he fucking kind of presents you with like a job opportunity.
pretty
or what?
much, he just said, get your ass here to Phoenix and you have a job installing alarms. I knew nothing about installing alarms, but
Right.
he told me about the money. It was like back in 08, 09, you know, and he was working at a Chrysler Dodge Jeep dealership installing alarms. And he told me, he told me I install like 6 alarms a day for $20. That's like, you know, $120 a day. To me, I was like,
Damn.
oh,
2008?
2008,
Dude,
yeah,
that's
I
like
know.
$400 nowadays.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I went over there. I borrowed some money from my mom. I think she even dropped me off. I didn't have a car.
Damn.
So, I mean, I studied every moment I could studying that alarm till I perfected it. And I was the first person like within a month to be installing like the new guys and stuff. So, I mean, every time I'm met with an opportunity, I take it. And if it's going
Right.
to mean like progressing in any way, shape or form. So I did that. Unfortunately, like I said, it was 08, 09 when the market like crashed pretty bad. I was one of the new guys that had to let me go. Came back to El Paso. I mean, with some valuable information. How long
ago were you over there? Oh, how long were you?
I was there for like 10 months almost.
Okay.
Almost a year back in 08, 09. And unfortunately that happened and I could have stayed over there and battled it out, but I came back with the family and just
the knowledge of breaking into cars with alarms
exactly. So I had a shop in Juarez. No, I'm just I had a chop shop.
So the whole time your kids were still here though?
Well, yeah. At the time, I only had my oldest Omar and my girlfriend at the time, wife, I guess, was pregnant with my.
I guess.
Girl, whatever she was.
Right.
It was a blur.
Yeah,
It was a blur.
She's out of here.
It was
now.
a neighbor.
Oh, pretty much. Whoa, man. Now, well, she was at that time pregnant with my second, which
Right.
is Isaiah. You know, so it was a fun time in my life, but I was just figuring it out. You know,
Right.
like we almost all are at some point.
How do you enjoy being a dad, dude?
It's awesome, man. Honestly, it's awesome.
Misa fucking hates it.
I'm giving him away. If you want.
I love it, man. Honestly, I do. Just watching him grow now. Like I said, he's a senior. Just, you know, I had the opportunity to get him his first car, which I didn't have that. I mean, you know,
Dude,
it's just-
damn.
so I know how that feels, and it's there waiting for him till he gets his stuff together, and he's working at it. So
Right.
it's there in the driveway for him.
Do they have like do they see what you're doing and be like, hey, I want to be like that,
You
or I
know
want to do
what?
that? Are they into like photography or videography?
Surprisingly, no. Like my oldest, he's all over the place, but I understand. I'm just trying to
Yeah.
guide him the best that I can.
Right.
But no, I mean the one that does is my little nephew Wadio Abraham Jr. So
Damn,
shout out
Hey,
to
shout
Wadio.
out to Junior. I don't know.
We
if
all
you should be
got a
watching this.
Wedding in the family. I
Yeah,
think every single one. Every fucking
Every
Mexican
family has a
Wedding.
Wadio.
Do you know what that is, dude?
A wedding?
Yeah.
White boy?
Yeah, there you go.
Pretty much, pretty much.
Oh, you grew up in TRC. It's
Yeah,
fucking
dude, come
Mexican. But yeah, dude. So you felt like your kids kind of helped you like mature in a way,
Yeah.
because you said you got into some trouble like when you were young. Like what kind of trouble? What were you doing? You fucking smoking weed? What were you doing?
Not really. You know what? I was just like
selling
always fighting.
Right.
Always fighting.
Why don't you join the UFC or do like martial arts? Or
I
something?
should have, man. I should have, honestly. But it was just honestly defending my little brother, Abraham Herndon. He doesn't like to talk about his past, but it was always defending him or just looking for trouble. Honestly, I was that guy. So in my as I grew out of that stage, people still had that perception of me,
Right.
which kind of hindered me in a way to like, oh, Omar does video. Omar, the one that's gonna
Omar, the
fight
guy
it.
that punched me? Yeah.
Exactly.
He's out here making world star videos.
Dude, it is funny because you are like a pretty fucking tall guy. I mean, like
And you're a chill guy too. I can't.
Handsome.
yeah, like
Oh, yeah.
now, like I
Yeah.
like ever since I met you, obviously, like I met you probably like a year and a half ago now. I've known you for a while now, but when I met you, you're very like chilled, very down to earth. So it's kind of hard for me to picture you as like this aggressive defender of your little brother that's just
Wait, how did you guys meet?
So the way I met this dude was
Craigslist.
No, well, Facebook, the modern day Craigslist. Fucking, I posted some shit about like, does anybody know any videographers? Tag them in the post. And my friend Eric that I used to work with, he doesn't work with me anymore, but shout out to Eric. He's a fucking fan of the pod. He fucking shares it and shit. He fucking tagged this dude. And then I fucking hit him up, told him let's meet one day, and then I totally fucking forgot about it like an asshole.
Wow.
But yeah, and then we just kept talking, and then we fucking ended up fucking getting together. But we'll get into more of that later. But yeah, dude,
half ago, I just met him like 6 months ago, dude.
Yeah, no, dude, it's been a while, dude. I mean, obviously, like
we were in talks longer than
when we actually fucking got together and like said, hey, I'm gonna fucking pay you for this, and this is what we're gonna work on, and then all that shit happened. But like, how did you know, like, when you were growing up? Because, like, obviously it's kind of strange because you're, like, somebody that you said you like to fight, you like to look for a fight and shit, but has this, like, creative side where you're like, well, I can still fucking make videos and shit. Like, how do you think that shit developed?
You know what? Honestly, it just happened. I took those classes. Without those classes, I wouldn't have woken that side, I don't think. But I just always had it. I just never knew.
Right.
You know, so I can't pinpoint the time that I was like,
you know, it was probably, you know, like at school, you saw something, you're like, holy shit, I'm going to do that. Fuck the fighting. You looked at the guy, you're like, dude, I'm not going to kick your ass. You're safe.
Something like that. It's just, honestly, I just started watching a lot of YouTube and honestly, I saw a bunch of Peter McKinnon videos. Check them out. Casey Neistat. I would just be intrigued by their time lapses and their hyper lapses.
Yeah,
and I would be
the way they do their editing and shit.
Their vlogs. Yeah.
And most people do like see something like that and admire it. But I was like, why can't I do that?
Right.
You know, and then with the background, it all fit together perfectly with the background of like going to school for software engineering. And I had a chance to take a videography class or a graphic design class. And then I took it. I could have stopped. I could have ended there, but I got my camera and my family was like, what are you doing with it? Everybody's like, you're walking around with this camera. I didn't know what to do with it. Honestly, I'm going to film my fights, mom. We're outside. So I just got it, learned how to use it, sort of speak. I'm still learning, honestly. It's just a learning process.
Yeah, dude. And you know, what's crazy is fucking YouTube is like this crazy platform that developed from like just a video hosting site to now you have people like literally fucking making careers because they're influencers, right? Quote unquote. But what it is they make these badass videos that like everybody gets attracted to, and you watch one after another, and the algorithm just feeds them to you like on a fucking platter. Yeah. And like you just consume them rapidly. Like there's so many YouTube fucking creators out there that like from David Dobrik to like the Nelk Boys to all the guys you were saying that like they make you wonder like, dude, what the fuck? Why can't I fucking do that? You know?
Well, and at the same time, if you think about it, it like, I see the videos and I think it's badass, but I don't think about all the editing or what it takes to get that or all the work it is. So for somebody to be like, hey, I'm going to do that shit. I'm going to try and do it. That's some big balls right there. Cause I would have been like, dude, fuck that.
We all do that in our own way, I guess. You know what I mean? Like you guys with the podcast, like it's not something I would be like, let me talk or like on my time, you know what I mean? You have to, it's just something that gravitates towards you. So you do it. That happened to be me. I didn't even know while it was happening that this is what's happening. You know, and
you're just going with it.
I was just going with it, and opportunities just presented themselves. And even when I bought my camera, I didn't say I'm gonna buy it so I could make a living off of this. It just so happened that it you know what, looking back at it now, and I never really thought about it even now. Excuse me. So it would just, I would be around the bar scene with my uncle because he plays poker, and then I came across Tony from Nomad. Shout out to Tony.
Shout out Tony.
So I don't know how we started talking about a video. He hired me for my first video ever, and it was a professional thing now, and that's what sparked it. And Tony right now I owe him a lot because he.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Like your first thing you did that you got paid for, and it was a video, like a poker thing.
It was a poker theme video, and
it was just just filming them like play poker and like
just like a promo vid, right?
It was a promo video at Crown and Eagle, and
oh shit,
the way that it presented itself, it was just through Tony, through my uncle Tony, and he was open for it, and I was just trying to do my best with what I had. I didn't have a stabilizer. I had a Gorilla Pod. Honestly, was I ready for to do that promo. No.
So you gotta fake it till you make it, bro.
Yeah,
But
fake it till you make it.
that's how I started. That's why Tony calls me to this day. I talk to him on a daily basis almost, and I need a flight. Boom, I cater to him.
So that you said Crown and Eagle, right? That's a bar around here.
It's a bar in Trevino.
Right, that's a place where you guys do stand up, right, Jordan?
Right,
they
have
have a
open
fucking
mics there every Monday.
open mic there. I've never been there, but it's a pretty cool spot, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's like a little cool sports bar now.
Okay,
Yeah,
nice. That's what's up, dude. So like, where did this whole fucking? Because one of the things that like I really liked too was when I looked you up, you had the fucking Sun City vibes thing, and it was around the time. It wasn't around the time, but you had a video that you made after the August 3rd shooting, and it was like depicting El Paso as like trying to like be united and shit, and it was fucking dope. It had all this drone footage and shit, and I saw that it was like under the umbrella of like Sun City vibes. And then I connected like, oh, this fucker is Sun City Vibes. Like that's his fucking middle name. You know
I gotta
what I mean?
say, Sun City Vibes, like just the name Sun City Vibes sounds fucking dope, dude.
Right. So that's what I was getting at. Like, how did that fucking like come into play? Like, how did this name develop? And like, was it always going to be Sun City Vibes, or did you have like another name and then you fucking switched?
So I started off of with Herndon Heights Digital.
Right. That's what I was gonna say. Because that's your email.
Digital.
Yeah, it's like,
I don't know if I would hire that
you know
guy.
what I mean? So rebranding had to happen.
Right.
So
of course.
from that moment with Tony to like that video you mentioned, like 3 years happened after that, and a bunch of equipment I had to learn it. I had to step on my game with the camera, and then by this time that you were talking about, I already had my first drone, which was a DJI Mavic Mini. Right now I'm in my second drone, but a lot of time and effort happened between those two periods.
Right.
That like, I mean, people don't see like
The progression,
the progression, you know what I mean? They see it now because it's documented in videos. But for example, I would watch a video and the tutorial on it was like how to do a glitch, something.
Right.
I would write down, I have notebooks on writing down, learning that effect just to get that one effect. And then I started doing that with many effects too. I got them down.
Yeah.
So, but then that was my learning process. And I have another notebook with all the fonts that I like. And it's
YouTube University. Hell
YouTube,
yeah.
exactly.
YouTube. He's all, I got my degree, baby.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. I remember the first time when he had told me about you. I went on your IG, which you guys should look up, Sun City Vibes, and what I loved it. I love like the whole downtown scene, like any city's downtown, and so the videos that you would make of downtown, bro. I was like, yo, dude, this guy, holy shit. I kept pushing Chris, bro, get this guy to fucking sponsor us.
Appreciate
bro.
it.
Get him sponsors, and Chris was like, I don't know, man. I need
Well, I was trying to get him to fucking do a video for us first, not fucking go full sponsorship. But yeah, this is his IG page.
Sure.
So if you scroll through it, dude, you'll see there's a bunch of different fucking content. Like there's a recent fucking post on our IG and our Facebook where it's me and Misa fucking in front of a fucking Circle K,
Hell
fucking
yeah. Shout out to Circle K.
GTA style. And it's fucking badass. And then like actually down there,
Look
that's
at that.
our
That's
actual
me right
intro
there, dude,
video
with the
right
bow.
there. Damn, you got the thumbnail on the fucking IG?
Hell yes, bro.
Yeah, I'm looking good with that red bandana, you fucking asshole.
I know, dude. Where's Chris at? Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, dude. So like that shit's crazy. So when the idea like finally like materialized and you're like, here, we're going to do this fucking content creation shit. Like what was the most challenging part? Like getting new clients or like getting your name out there? Like how does all that happen?
You know what? The getting my name out there happened organically. Thank God.
Right.
It's really difficult, but to me, it happened organically because of Nomad. And they are a poker company that goes to different bars. Like they were on Mondays, per se, they were at Con Eagle. And on Tuesdays, they were at the Dry River. On Thursdays, they were at Cincy.
They're floating around and shit.
And I would create everything for Nomad, but for the bars as well. So
Right.
so it was spreading organically. And through that, the owners would ask Tony, hey, who did this? Who did this
work?
So then I started working
Right.
with Franco Vaca from the Dry River. He's an entrepreneur, he's a businessman, and that was like I would consider him second. You know that I started working with.
Started
on a
opening
daily-
doors and shit for you.
Yeah,
That
so
trusted in your work and took you
and I
in.
talked to him as well to this day. I was just emailing him yesterday, and it's just awesome clients.
Man, it's just to see like to be them, you know, like to see how they hired this guy, you know, and then with a what was it, Herndon something,
Herndon Heights Digital.
Oh,
and then hiring them, and then to see what you've done now, bro, that's crazy, man. That's
I
a big,
appreciate that,
Dude,
man.
and it's crazy because like you haven't done just like fucking like business promos. Like you've shot fucking music videos like that look like it's like the drill scene in Chicago and shit, like in EP, and it's like, what the fuck? Like,
Didn't you do like a country music?
And you've done a country music video.
It was thanks to Stein Bros and Nathan and his family in Las Vegas, New Mexico.
Right, and then you shoot like for the podcast Sign Bros too. Like you help them do their digital art. Like, dude, you're all over the fucking place.
We help each other, man. It's just about growing. There's a bunch of creators here in El Paso that honestly, like now that I'm getting more into their world, I still consider it mine, but I know I'm respectful of who was here before and who did what. So many creative people in El Paso, a lot of people that do what I do at my level, which is I'm not even top of I'm gonna be. That's my thing. I'm gonna be. But for example,
that fucking mindset, guys.
Hell yeah, and he's gonna take us with him.
Yeah, right. We have like EP Goon, you know what I mean? We have Raw Visuals. Like those guys are on top of their game, and I'm just trying to get a little piece of that, and they inspire me, man. But
I was gonna ask, like, I mean, I don't know the business on that, but is there a lot of like competition in your field of work?
There is. They might see it. I'm not saying, because I'm not honesty, and I'm humbly honest. I'm not at their level. I'm striving to be, and every day I am. It's as far as like with your equipment. Like I'm working with like maybe a $3,000 setup. They have like at the humble range is like a $12,000 setup.
Damn.
It's not the equipment people say, but I really do think it is. But you have to get there to be able to work it.
Right. I don't even think we're like at $1,000 studio, dude.
But I mean,
no, this shit, no.
It's what you do with it. It's what you do with it too. But I mean, you can't go racing. You know what I mean? Like in a neon, you can't be racing.
Right.
Well, like you said, like if you can't even like you have a fucking $12,000 setup, but if you can't even fucking like work it, what the fuck's the point? You got to start like
he's in a race
like,
with a Prius,
right? Right, dude. You got to start somewhere and have like manageable like expectations, like and knowing what you can pull off and what you can't pull off. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But I mean, it's good that those guys inspire you because that means that there's other people in the city that are pushing you to elevate yourself
big time.
and to make you and your fucking content better. Because like, like just like with the podcast, like I look at other podcasts and I'm like, dude, if these guys are posting, we're fucking posting. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's pushing us to like, we're not going to just like fucking take a break like this week. Like, all right, another fucking episode. Let's fucking
Chris
go.
is like, dude, nobody's going to drink as much beer as me.
Nobody's going to drink as much beer on the internet as me. You know what I mean? So like,
so I wanted to ask too, like, I mean, you do photography, you do videography, you do a bunch of stuff. What's your favorite out of all those?
Just video, honestly. Video. Like I love to edit. If I could just sit down and have people, because that's what they do when you're big time. You're either an editor or you do
or filmer and shit.
You're a film,
right?
You know?
Right. But the editor is like the most important one, bro.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
they're all equally important, I think. But I mean, you have to have some great footage to come out with the great product. You can't have crappy footage and. I mean, you can fix it in post, as you say, but
post-production.
That's when you be fucking badass. That's when you know you're fucking good.
Yeah.
When Chris videotapes something shitty and then you make it fucking good,
that's
dude.
what I'm
Hell
saying,
yeah,
man.
Yeah, like at the fucking Midland fucking pop-up.
Oh, that's awesome.
We'll get into that right now.
Did you have him film?
Yeah.
We'll get into that right now. Because I was filming, but not really filming, but we'll get into that.
I saw that footage.
That's just to have the cap on. That's just like
camera.
I didn't know what I was fucking doing. Okay?
But he was there doing it.
Hey, I was there, bro. Me and my boy Rick. Shout out Rick.
Yeah, Rick.
But yeah, so like fucking, what were we talking about? He asked you like which is your favorite. So like you said, video editing. But I really think like that shit is super fucking important, dude. Like the way like people edit their videos, like that shit can make or break a fucking like a piece of content because that shit is important, dude. Like people don't want to like see like the same shit. They want like music. They want fucking flying objects in here. They want a cut scene. They want all this shit. You know what I mean?
But you get photos off like these videos too. Cause I mean, I remember when we went for like a photo shoot and stuff or this, filming our intro, we filmed it. And then there's a part like, a few weeks later, we went over to see what you've done. And we were laughing about something. And it was like a video of me and Chris going and Chris turns his back and I like lean over his shoulder. And he paused it right there and then. And I was like, bro, that's just fucking dude. In 30 seconds, he made it into a fucking
picture and shit.
A picture and shit. And we posted it up. It's up. You guys want to see it, follow us.
Yeah, dude.
But dude, that's just crazy. That's talent.
So you used to have your fucking studio at the Mercado on Paisano. And that's where I first fucking met you the very first time. And I remember, like, I went there. I think I went by myself. Did I? Or I think
first time you had somebody else.
Nick was
Wes.
with me. No, Nick was with me. Yeah, no, it was Nick. Shout out Nick. And we cruised over there, and then like I was really impressed because you actually knew like you were showing me like on fucking Adobe and like Premiere. You're like, oh yeah, you just do this and that and then like all this. I was like, dude, it's not that easy, dude. Like, what the fuck,
Bro, he put our logo on Chris's shirt on our picture.
Yeah, that
Like
was
somebody
another
had,
time.
my cousin had asked me, he was like, yo, you guys are making shirts now? And I was like, bro, no, our fucking dude fucking
That's
did
a
it. He edited that
blend
shit.
if effect on Photoshop.
Yeah, you
and
see,
it's-
look,
Hey,
here comes the technical
can you write that
terms.
shit down? What he said?
But yeah, dude, but it was cool though, because like I kind of gave you this idea of like what we wanted for the intro, but at the same time, like it was also like not just, hey, this is my idea, like execute my idea. It was like, here's my idea, kind of pick it up and run with it in
yeah,
a way.
you gave me some freedom
know what I mean?
to do what I do.
Because like, dude, what the fuck? I'm going to be like, no, it has to be this way. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm fucking outsourcing the work to you.
Yeah.
If I wanted it done exactly my fucking way, I would do it myself.
But do you get that a lot? Do you get it where people kind of leave it up to you? Or is it more like people like, hey, this is how I want it, like this, and that?
a lot of people give me creative freedom, but there are some clients that have a detailed expectations, which is sometimes hard to I guess come out with when they have such high expectations and just the way they want it, it's kind of hard to please.
Right.
You know, I'm gonna strive to do whatever I can to get to what you want. But if there's some leeway for me to add my that's what I'm here for. You know, let me add my creative touch to it. And some people that start some way, I could talk to them and let them know why this might not work, why this shot might be better, and they're pretty okay with that. You know, what
I mean, I like the fact that, you know, we let you kind of do your thing, because it, in some way, it's kind of like your signature on it, you know, that whole video, you know, they'd be like, hey, you know, you told this guy to do this. I was like, nah, man, this dude brought it up himself, bro. Like all him, which is a lot. Like you can see in a lot of people that make videos or whatever, you can see the difference of like, oh, this guy made this because he does this and that, you know, compared to another guy who might do it different, which in my opinion, dude, I don't think I'd ever be able to film anything. Just and pause and then just turn off the camera and then move again and then play.
I'll be filming and I'm like, oh man, I didn't even press play or record or the mic's off and then the guy's talking. I'm like, let's do it again. And mic on. You don't tell them. I mean, I do that.
You tell them, let's do it again.
Hey, that was good, guys, but we could do better. Do it again.
Yeah, you just blame it on them. You were slurring your words, man. Dude, run it back. It's your fault and shit. You're like, that shit's funny, dude. So like, I know we went to the Midland event, right? And that was at the Cincy bar. And I was there with my boy Rick, and we were helping you fucking get some footage and kind of just capture the vibe of the place. But like, what other notable people have you worked with, or like notable clients, notable businesses that you're proud to say that you're like, hey, I create digital content for these guys?
He's like, all of them.
Well, right now I'm doing everything for Cincinnati Bar. They help me out a lot, you know, in the sense that they give me a chance. It is hard to keep expectations day in and day out with their specials and all that, but it's just something that goes with the territory, you know?
Right.
When going into that world, when you're the sole guy, you have a bunch of different eyes on you. So everybody has an opinion. That's a little problem that I'm having right now with people taking pictures and then like they work for Cincy and then I use it. Oh, you're using my phone. Like, we're supposed to be in the same team. Why is it an issue?
Yeah.
And then there's this like, so other instances, I don't want to get into it, but it comes with the territory and we move forward. I'm glad you mentioned that because before we get too much further on, in between everything, I started working with Joel Marcus. He's the Spectrum producer, director. My brother used to work for Spectrum and he does their commercials for TV and all that.
Wow.
So
Yeah, you were just on set with them recently.
I was on set with them for a doctor that prevents amputations.
Pretty important guy
He
right there.
hooks me up. Sometimes he calls me up. I need help. So he outsources my help as a production assistant. I learned so much from him and I don't give him enough credit. Joel Marcus, thank you.
Hey,
Shout
Mr.
out.
Joel Marcus,
Joel
man.
Marcus.
Shout out to you, man.
My cousin.
Marcus. He probably is. You guys
The
don't know.
first shoot, probably your cousin, right?
Yeah, dude.
The first shoot that he had me help him at was at Waco Tanks. So I had to wake up 6 in the, I hate waking up early, 6
Dude,
in
that
the morning.
shit's
I
far,
was
too.
there. We were there hiking like half a mile with the equipment. The
shit.
first time I saw like a real $25,000 camera, like he was using that. He tells me, don't drop the monitor that goes on top. What do?
Drop
the
it.
fucking
I dropped the monitor right on the
He's
dirt.
he's like, walk home.
Pretty much. I don't think I was gonna get a call back, but we got through the day. It was like a shoot for Batchworks Plus. They create trophies and whatnot. So it was like a shoot for like a caveman that found how to do fire. So now he's hanging up his bag. It was awesome, man. Just things like
That's
that.
a
He
crazy
helped me.
concept.
That's creative, dude.
Because of him, I know how to handle situations with clients and set up my camera, my lights, the key light, the back. I'm still learning all that, you know, but with him, I was just a little bit more prepared.
Yeah,
Damn,
dude.
that's awesome.
That's what's up. And then doing a fucking like a shoot like that for Spectrum, that's like the high end company, like a high end client, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like Cincy Bar is cool. That's one thing, but then this is like fucking
Big.
huge, like a national fucking company, and like working on a set like that. That's why they have a fucking $20,000 camera.
Yeah.
And you're over here dropping the ball. That's the great. That's dropping the ball. I love it, man.
We still bring that up every time we work together.
That's
Hey, Tom Brady has fumbled before too. So
I like that. I like that.
Tom Brady has fumbled before. LeBron James misses a free throw.
Football, $25,000 camera.
just saying.
Brilliant comparisons, bro. He's like, Mesa, thank you for defending me, bro.
Thank you.
for
I
that.
appreciate it.
Thanks,
Yeah, dude. So fucking for everybody that wants to fucking figure out like how they can find you, what are the services you offer, and where can they find you and hit you up?
Well, basically, Sun City Vibes on Instagram and Facebook. Mainly Instagram is where I have everything. I do anything from drone footage to promos, intros, music videos. Shout out to D Business.
The business shout
Yeah,
out.
I wanted to ask you.
I
About
got my
that
start
real
with
fast.
him.
What's the
music
hardest part about shooting a fucking music video, dude? Shooting a music video seems like it would be the hardest fucking thing to do. Match up the fucking lyrics and shit. Like
Like when you play a scene, do you play the whole fucking song and then like you cut it and then like you play another scene and start
I think
the
you
whole
play
song
this
over?
like the whole like. I think you play the song multiple fucking times,
Oh, big
right?
time, yeah.
And get like the whole song in different locations and then like chop them up.
Without saying who, like have you heard a song that you're like, dude, are you fucking?
Nah, man, you can't put.
Come on, bro. Come on.
You know what? Tell me off camera and then I'll send them something
Yeah,
like,
I've
yo,
been
your
blessed
shit's
that
sick.
everybody
Don't
that's
fucking put
asked for
them
my
under that.
services. They're pretty awesome already, you know. So
Well, you
But yeah.
made them awesome. That's the thing.
But yeah, so what's the hardest part of like filming a fucking music video? I've always wanted to film one.
honestly, in the level that I'm at, because I mean, I'm not no raw visuals. That guy's
Right.
over there shooting with Pitbull, and
Right,
he's
right.
in
Mr. Worldwide, yeah.
Yeah, he's over there in California every other week. Shout out to Raw Visuals. He probably doesn't even know who I am, but
Right. Shout out to you, Raw Visuals.
Yeah, he's watching, bro. He watches.
but
Just subscribe.
yeah, you can see it in notifications. Honestly, the hardest part is meeting with an artist in the level that I work with, and they work with me. We wear many different hats. So that artist, like D Business, for example, he's a producer. He does his own beats. He does his own raps, and then he tells me what he wants. It's just bringing that to life at the same time, meeting
Right.
his
Right.
expectations with my style. You
Right.
get me? So all that with the music and the different locations, that B-roll.
Right.
That's
They
the easy
have a
part.
vision, and then for you to try and see that vision and put in your.
But
your
sometimes
style.
that's normal. Sometimes that vision gets too like.
It gets too
Fine.
crazy,
Yeah.
right? Like, yeah, and we'll get into that because we'll talk about how we made like the intro and like the vision I had to like what we ended up with. But yeah, sometimes your vision is just like, yo, you're fucking
Crazy.
you're asking a little too much there, pal. You know what I mean? It's a little too crazy, but
Let me call Steven Spielberg first to film this shit.
but yeah, dude, like fucking so you would say just like meeting the expectations would be like the hardest part of like shooting the fucking like a rap video or any sort of music video, right?
Pretty much expectations, managing them,
Right.
just all that. You know, I'm a one-man show unless I have an assistant.
I was gonna say, man, like most of this time, like, do you go out there by yourself? Like when you're
I
doing all
do,
this shit?
unless I have shout out to Courtney. I cannot go through this podcast without mentioning Courtney. She helps me out with everything. Courtney, Malone,
thank you.
Thank you. She's awesome. She helps me out. She knows, like, I was learning as I went to I would buy lights and I don't know how to put them up there. So, you know what I mean? Like we sit down in my living room and
Figure
figure
this
it
shit
out.
out.
So now we already know when we go to a client.
He's trying to turn it on with a candle, with a lighter and shit. Like,
I don't know about that. But yeah.
That's what's up, dude. So we're
So
coming
buy
up.
Christmas lights.
He's like, you said you wanted lighting. These are icicles, and they flash on and off.
dude.
So we're coming up on the 38th minute here, man. One more time, plug your fucking socials, plug anywhere that fucking people can hit you up if they are in need of your services. And guys, honestly, like, fucking hit him up. We hit him up, and now like he's the sponsor of the podcast.
Just go back and look at our intro, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have seen the intro, I'm sure. If not, watch it again. And then a lot of the graphics that you see on our IGs, like all that.
Our
shit is this
YouTube
fucking
banner
guy.
on there.
You know what I mean? That's all this fucking guy.
Yeah,
So if you guys need the help, if you guys need the like digital content creation, this is your fucking guy. So tell them one more time where they can find
Sun
you.
City Vibes, Instagram, have everything on there.
There you go.
God damn, that was simple and beautiful,
Right?
man. So real fast.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
I never thought I would be in Grand Theft Auto. but I'm in Grand Theft Auto.
I never thought Circle K would be in Grand Theft Auto. That's
Right.
just dope.
But yeah,
Hey,
dude,
hold on.
that's just an
I gotta
example.
say, dude, it looks like we just fucking did a beer run because Circle K was closed.
They
And then
never
we-
closed, dude.
And then we
What do
took
you
a
mean?
picture of it.
They never closed.
Should have put some yellow tape around this.
like a crime scene and shit.
Yeah.
Like on the last on the cover art where I put a Circle K cup on your hand and you.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
dude.
put a circle. You were holding glasses and I photoshopped
Right.
it out and put a
Fucking
cup.
Circle
honestly,
K,
like
dude.
when I first saw it, like I was thinking really hard, like, bro, did I take a fucking Circle
big-
K
what
cup
was
that
it?
day? Like no, it's not a big.
It's
what
not a
is
big cup, it's any left.
Well, it's a polar pop, bro.
Polar pop.
Don't you ever
Save
mix them up with.
Yeah,
four
we'll
big
edit that
Polar
shit out.
Pops. You guys are fucking.
Anyway, 7-Eleven, if you want to hire this guy, let him know, man.
Uncultured swine. All of you, motherfuckers. All
Bro,
right,
you're at
guys.
Circle K like 3 times a day. It's not
Yeah,
our fault.
dude, that's my favorite place. I like live and breathe Circle K. I'm
This
going
guy-
there after this.
This guy goes after dinner out there.
Yeah,
and shit.
dude. I'm like, yo, let me hit it up.
Yeah. Can I get a hot dog,
Okay,
please?
yep. Dude, they got everything you need for an affordable price. Circle K sponsor us. By the way, Jordan, there's a roast battle tonight, right? Real fast, just shout that out and shout out any other shows that you have coming up this week or this weekend.
I'm at Raves going up tonight for the roast battle. Wednesday's Foul Mouths. Again, both at 9 p.m. You head up both. You're really about that life.
Damn.
Thursdays, you go to Pershing Inn. Check out Richie's Open Mics. Friday, of course, we got Scenics where we see all these guys hanging out. So we'll be out here every night, man.
There you go,
Hell
guys.
yeah,
So if
dude.
you guys are looking for some stand-up comedy, it's your boy Jordan. Him and the crew will always
I would
be
say
getting
you're
down
going
almost
to
every
see me
night.
there too, but probably not.
No, dude.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
So that being said, guys, episode number 88, Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and we will be right back.
There you go. Yo, what it do? Conversing with Chris and me. So the podcast is sponsored by top quality and handcrafted products made by I&I Glass. I&I Glass products are blown here locally in the 915 and range in uses from pipes, pendants, jewelry, decorations, and even goddamn motherfucking hummingbirds and much, much more. So make sure you go and hit up our boy Aaron Lee at I&I Glass and tell them that your boys, Chris and Misa, sent you, all right? And you go and support a local El Paso business motherfucking today, all right? Thanks.
All right, guys, we are back. Episode number 88, featuring our boy, what was I going to say? Episode 88. Our boy Omar is here with us on the
Chris,
Conversing
did you-
with Chris and Misa, the
Did you take a
podcast.
shot or something?
Misa forced fucking Jack Daniels through my throat violently. By the way, extremely violently, guys.
My friend Jack wanted to meet him
Right.
from his insides.
And we told fucking you guys on the other podcast, don't go to Aceitunas with Misa, because what he does is he feeds you alcohol. And that's why Blue died. But now Blue's back, so we're good. Right, Blue? You're good, right?
My boy Blue.
Say it a little louder, Blue, please.
We're good.
Okay, we're good, guys.
You see Miss Raquel? He's good.
He's good. Okay.
Victims, say it louder.
Say it louder, mother. With your chest, motherfucker. All right, guys. So yes, episode number 88, featuring our boy Omar from Sun City Vibes. Make sure you guys go follow him. Hit him up if you guys need any work. But also, guys, make sure you guys are following us. Make sure you guys are subscribing to our YouTube channel and liking us on Instagram. And also, guys, look at this fucking channel art that we have on YouTube right there. That shit's pristine.
Look, every time I click into this, you know, and the thing is, when we went, I switched out my shirt. You were nice enough to give me one of your merch shirts, and I put it on, and I asked for a size too small, and my nipple is about to blow up out of there. And every single time I go to check up our shit, that's all I see is my fucking nipple. My nipple's like, yo, what's up, Misa? Welcome back.
I
Your
just know that
bicep's about to explode right there.
Yeah, dude, you look extra thick. In
Yeah,
that
dude.
fucking, I love it, bro.
I saw an
Extra
episode of you Conversing with Chris and Misa. I don't know what you were doing with your nipples. So
Oh, yeah.
like, I designed that accordingly to show
Hey.
said
thick.
nipples.
That's true. We talked
I did
about
that
this.
once, and actually Chris did it too. I think it was like a live thing.
Yeah. Everybody wanted us to show our nipples. Fucking Isaac
Yeah.
was the fucking
Isaac.
one.
Shout out to Isaac.
Nipple
But-
flips.
Anyway, so guys, make sure you hit the subscribe button on YouTube. So like this one right here, we're not subscribed, whoever's YouTube account this is, but it's kind of disappointing. But maybe we should subscribe.
Wait, hold on. This is my wife's account.
Damn, your wife isn't even subscribed to us.
Wait, hold on.
I see. That feels bad.
No way. Yeah.
All right.
Hey,
So Misa's wife does not subscribe to the podcast, which is kind of sad.
Well, not on her computer. So
Not on her computer. So anyways, guys, go subscribe. Check out the channel art. If you guys are only listening on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
dude, I gotta say, like that signature you put up, like Misa Monreal, like, dude, don't do that because I don't write that nice, bro. Like people ask for my autograph nowadays, and then it's just like
two lines, two stick figures.
it's like, is that Arab? I don't know.
But yeah, guys, go check out our channel if you're listening on the Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Go to YouTube, type in Conversing with Chris and Misa podcast. It pops up right away, and you can see the channel art. The channel art, by the way, guys, was designed by our boy Omar here.
That's
so shout
right.
out to you for that. Give him a fucking round of applause.
That's why sick. Straight up from Sun City Vibes.
But yeah, dude. So let's get into like how this sponsorship fucking thing started. We have another sponsor at Exotic Snacks EP, which we're gonna try these fucking crazy chips from fucking across the world
Let's
now.
not forget about our sponsor, I&I Glass.
But yeah, our
Boy Aaron Lee over here.
right, our other sponsor, I&I Glass, was our first actual sponsor.
Yeah. Shout out to him, man.
So shout out to Aaron Lee for that. If you guys need handcrafted quality glass goods, make sure to hit up.
Dude, he
I&I
made it
Glass.
a hummingbird for somebody?
He's made a hummingbird. He makes all sorts of shit, bro. He makes like pipes.
No, but
pendants,
if
like,
you think about it, dude, he
everything.
made a hummingbird.
right.
How do you make a hummingbird out of glass? I don't know.
I don't know. You gotta ask
I can't
him.
comprehend it right now.
But yeah, so Omar, like, I remember when I first approached you to shoot this I had this idea of having an intro for the podcast. And the basis was of like, I wanted it to be like El Paso themed,
Yep.
but I also had this idea of like our fucking logo or like our fucking lettering or fucking whatever, like coming out of the fucking freeway of like I-10. That was like the idea that I presented him.
Yeah, I remember.
And then I also told him like, hey, dude, drone shots, like these locations I think would be cool. And then we started to talk, and then like you kind of told me, you're like, hey, this is what like you can expect. This is what like we're gonna go for. And then it was pretty cool because like right away when I met you, I knew like, yo, this dude's fucking about his business.
He knows his shit, yeah.
Right. And so I had like confidence in you, and like obviously when you work with someone for the first time, you don't know like, you know, what to expect, but it was very stand up, and like I paid you like the fee you charged. And then boom, before I know it, we have this fucking drone footage coming in, and it looks all badass. And then you incorporated it into this intro that is still the intro that we use like to this day for the podcast. So kind of talk a little bit about how that like fucking how that process was of like creating this intro for us.
Well, in our initial rundown, if you will, like you gave me a list of places, and I told you to, if you could please give them to me in importance, you know what I mean? So you wanted, I know we spoke about some places. You wanted like the airway lights,
Right.
You wanted like the mountain, and I had some footage already from
UTEP.
UTEP, yeah.
So all that I try to deliver, you know what I mean? I know you wanted those words coming out, and I could have done that in After Effects, but then I think it would have not gone with the flow of like what we did.
Right.
So that's when we manage expectations, and you were willing to hear me out. We spoke back and forth, and communication is key, you know?
Yeah.
So-
Well, I mean, after it came out, I was just thinking like, dude, Chris, your idea was stupid as fuck. Like compared to what he did, like, yo, dude, that shit was dumb.
At least I had an idea. You had no idea. You were like, I don't know. Whatever.
No, he
Should
didn't
we
tell
take
me.
a break again? I'm just-
And
No, well, honestly, like it was just a fucking idea. It was just
Yeah.
like, here, this is like something. At least it's like
It was something to work
right,
upon,
something
and
to
we
work
did.
with. We
You
can
know what I
build
mean?
off of this instead of just being like, hey, Omar, fucking figure it out. Give me a podcast intro. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? But it was cool because yeah, like, dude, you had to like communication, like you said, is key because that's like how you can convey like, hey, dude, this is what we're going for. This is why I'm doing it this way. And like, we're still going to meet like everything that you want. It's just going to look different than you initially thought, but that's okay. You know?
I like that. So yeah, it was like, I will let you know, today I'm going to go shoot at UTEP. I'm going to do that time lapse. It takes a minute to get that footage you
Right.
want. You know what I
Right.
mean? So
And I
had to-
remember Chris like sending me like a video that you sent him of like the drone footage that you
yeah,
shot.
because I would keep on
before.
posting. Not only
Right,
would I
yeah.
take it and tell them I have it, I'll send it to you, like at least one shot of what I made. So I would have my GoPro on top of my car, you know, and that would be one shot. And another angle would be my Canon DSLR on the tripod, getting the clouds with the pickaxe at UTEP, you know what I mean? And then I'll
Right.
get the drone flying by the border highway. And then we did the next day, the next time I went out shooting, I did airway. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it was
Little by little.
little by little. And I would keep you posted every time. And you were so patient and awesome. And that's what you could.
But that's what I like.
Appreciate
I mean, keeping us posted, I think was like a really big deal because he'll send me something and then he'd be like, dude, this is what he's working on so far.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, that's all we need. Like just that one footage, dude. That's good enough. And he's like, nah, bro, that's just part of it.
It's
You
tip
know?
of
And
the
I was like,
iceberg.
well, who is this guy? He's like, dude, Sun City Vibes. And he like promoted all your shit. And I was like, yo, dude, sign me up.
Yeah, dude. And then it was cool because like we decided, hey, for the intro, let's do a photo shoot. And I've never done a photo shoot. I don't
I've
know
never
about
done a
Misa,
Fun times. Man.
but
Fun times.
so this was still when you had your office at the Mercado, and fucking we came through, and I had already kind of like felt the vibes before, so I was like, I'm taking some fucking beer. It was like a fucking.
Dude, we walked to the Walgreens, didn't we?
Oh yeah, we didn't take
yeah.
beer. We showed up like professional as hell, and then we got there,
and then we met him, and then Chris is all like, yeah, we should go get some.
No. Omar was like, you guys should have brought some fucking beer or some shit. Somebody mentioned it. And we're like, bro, there's a fucking
That's all I
Walgreens
needed
like
to see.
right
You're
there.
like,
And then dude, it was cool because like we shot over there and I didn't think like, hey, like don't bring beer, alcohol, like let's keep it professional. And you're like, bro, slam these beers on the floor. Like,
Don't
it doesn't
matter if that
fucking
shit
matter.
gets dirty. Hey, you fucking slam it. And you guys could see like at one point where we like slam our beers together, like that shit went everywhere, dude.
Anything
Right.
for the shot. I'm not gonna be like, don't get my green screen dirty.
Right.
Let's get the shot we need, and we used it actually. So I mean,
Yeah, we used a lot of the shit that we did there. We had like all sorts of shit. Like, yeah, you see, there's some of the very first green screen.
Dude, look at me, dude. I look like one of those blind mice from Shrek. Holy shit.
Dude, what would your mice name be if you were in Shrek?
El Ciego.
Okay. What the fuck does that even mean?
the blind one.
The blind one. Okay. Sorry.
You don't know what that means,
I don't know what that means, bro.
To start off with, he laughed when I said it.
Yeah,
you know?
'cause it sounded cool, but then I was like, I can't relate to
What
this.
is that?
But yeah, so this is a picture from one of the first shoots we did together. And that shit was cool because like I said, I had never done anything like
This
that.
is an example of work with what you have, that green screen.
Right.
we've updated that like since.
But I mean, dude, even still
worked.
then, that shit fucking worked, dude.
But I mean, even then, it was kind of like we walked in there, me and Chris, not expecting. I mean, like Chris said, we have never been in a photo shoot before, and it was just kind of like, hey, just get over here and stand over here, and then just do this and that, and just do your thing.
Yeah, dude.
You know, it got to a point where like I was just like, dude, like, are we even filming right now, or is this like,
It
is
was
this
just fun.
Are we just like making entertainment for Omar?
Yeah,
Or, like-
dude. Like the last photo fucking shoot I did was my booking photo to go to jail. So like, there's that. And then we were here, and then it was cool because your uncle was there, and then he was like, "Bro, what we
Shout
should
out.
do."
Dude, your uncle was the one that like if you guys see like at
In the intro,
beginning of
you'll see,
the
like,
shit that
chicken
hit his
thrown at
face. That was his uncle.
Right. So shout out to your uncle, by the way. So
He even threw a broom at you.
right, dude. They threw a dustpan at me. They threw ping pong balls. They threw all sorts of shit. But it was cool,
Awesome.
and it was great because like being in that environment where you're like, we were expecting them, like I said, to be PC business, and you're like, nah,
Chris
dude.
literally told me, he was like, dude, don't drink, don't do anything before you get here.
Yeah.
So we could have fun doing what we need to do. Why not? You know.
And then, well,
No, he encouraged it. He's like, yo, you guys aren't drunk? What the
right.
fuck
He's
are you
like,
doing?
fucking start drinking. But then
Go
the
buy some
second
beers.
time, we did another photo shoot a second time. And that time, me and Misa, like, we started drinking like at 11 a.m. at my crib. Then we went over there, did the photo shoot, went to like Angry Owl, got all fucked up there, and then went to a local game. And I had to dip by like 20 minutes.
I gotta
into
be
the
honest,
game.
I hardly remember the fucking photo shoot.
But it was that
was
day.
awesome.
And I remember me and Nisa being like, dude, should we drink? And I was like, bro, when do we ever get to go to a photo shoot? Let's fucking slam a beer. I had two beers and it was like, and then the rest of the night just went on. But
Awesome.
yeah, dude. So like, what was it that kind of, cause we talked about like being like working together and like, we wanted to do more. We liked what we did. We liked the environment and stuff. And so like the sponsorship was always like an idea, but like, I didn't know that we could actually make it happen. How did you feel about that?
You know what? I just take opportunities as they come. You know what I mean? We had already done a intro, you know, and you brought it up, and why not? You know, why not? If we are like-minded individuals that are looking to a common goal, which is just create content, benefits you, benefits me, I'm all for it. Why not?
That was dope, dude. I was telling Chris the other day or a while back. I was all like, dude, we have a sponsor, like a legit sponsor that has not only done like our intros, but now he's doing our banners on our YouTube. I was like, bro, how much money do you owe this guy? Like, holy shit! Like, what you do? Did you suck his dick?
That's
what
what
you do, Chris. Holy shit! What did you do, Chris?
I didn't do anything, dude. It's all part of
But I gotta ask though. I gotta
master
ask.
negotiations.
I gotta ask
I
though.
brought an invoice actually, so when this is over,
Go ahead and throw that shit in the trash.
But is this the first podcast like you do work for? Or you've done other podcasts before? Or?
I worked with Sign Bros podcast. It's not like a sponsorship. They it's a paid thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
But a shout out to Sign Bros because they help me out in a lot of different ways. It's just people that you meet along the way. And yeah, I did their Open Their Business podcast.
Hey,
Still
if you
working
guys
on it.
want to start a podcast and you want to be as cool as us, hit up Sun City Vibes, Mr. Omar, for real.
Yeah, dude, for sure. And like, it was cool because like you were saying, you worked with those guys and their podcast is a little different style, but it's still you like working with local people who are fucking like creating content. And I think for me and you, what it was is like, we kind of just saw like, we had this like same vision of like, hey, we can make this podcast grow. And what we could do is like, instead of doing anything like monetary, it's like, hey, let's just like support each other, like repost each other. Fucking
It's like old school trading, like how people used to do.
yeah,
back then.
bartering, bro. That's
Bartering,
like what it is. Is like,
That's what
hey,
it's all
exchange of
about. Supporting
services.
local.
And that I love, dude, because that makes it like more like seem that like, hey, we're helping each other out. Like fuck the other shit. Hey, we're trying to help you grow. You're trying to help us grow. In that case, I was like, dude, you got Omar on our shit, dude. Chris, I'll suck your dick.
Thanks, dude. Thanks. I'll hit you up if I ever need that offer redeemed. But I think I'm good. I think I'm good on that.
Rain check
Does
on
that work
that.
like an IOU or how does that work?
I don't know, dude.
He's all like, I'll put you on credit. You know,
Right.
like,
Yeah, I'll put that. We'll put that on layaway, as I say. But yeah, dude. So like for sure, it was really cool. Like I remember when we talked about this, and you were down to like be our sponsor, and you even put it on your IG. That's when I knew it was real.
Yeah.
Like when you date a girl for the first time, and you're kind of like still fucking around. And
Relationship status.
nobody wants to commit,
Yeah.
and then she puts you at boom on her
and I
Instagram
kept
bio.
pushing
Boom.
Chris from like day one. Like, once he told me about you, I was like, dude, fucking sponsorship, bro. Sponsorship. Chris is like, bro, hey man, let me juice him up first. Let me talk
Yeah,
to him.
dude,
And
you
I was just, I was like, Chris, no, fuck that. You should fucking tell him, hey,
Put it
you
on
want to
the
marry
table.
us or not?
Misa doesn't understand the process of like marinating a relationship and growing it.
Yeah.
He's like, the first day he'll meet you, sponsor us. It's like, bro, I don't even know you. Who the fuck are you?
Anyways, Jordan, you want to sponsor?
Sponsor us.
Dude, and honestly, like a lot of it goes into cultivating relationships, dude. Like
Yeah.
a lot of relationships that I've had that I've made with people have helped me get some of the guests that we have on our podcast. And it's the same thing. Like every person that sponsors us, whether it's fucking Aaron Lee with the fucking I glass, whether it's fucking Jacob with the fucking exotic snacks EP, or whether it's fucking you with the fucking Sun City Vibes, like it's not like me and you we just talk business all the time. We're like legit homies, you know
Yeah,
what I
we're
mean?
legit friends, dude. That's what I love about it. I think that's the most important thing when it comes to like business like that. It's like you want to hire somebody to do something for you. You want to hire somebody professional, but at the same time, I want to hire somebody to be like, yo, where the fuck's the beer? You know what I mean? Like, I want somebody to be like, dude, you haven't drank all day. What the hell are you doing?
Yeah, dude.
Go get that shit.
It's fucking crazy. So what was it about like our podcast that you thought you were like, okay, I'd be down to
My
actually
nipple.
sponsor these guys?
It was Misa's nipple, honestly.
It was
I kept bringing it up. The first time I met him, I brought that up because I would see, we had already spoken, but I had just met you. I had just met Chris. And I would obviously look at all the podcasts and stuff. And then I saw him eating cereal with
Beer.
But like
A Budweiser.
Budweiser. My bad. I'm sorry. He's hardcore.
Yeah, dude.
Anyway, and
He knows.
and I ran across a nipple or two, like him going. I was like, "That's awesome," So when it came time to work with you guys, it was no brainer: nipples and beer and cereal.
Simple fucking equation. Nipples plus beer plus cereal equals
She
sponsorship.
would have shot
Hey.
at breakdance. Like, talking about that.
God bless, bro. Oh, Jesus Christ. You guys are fucking wild.
And that's our sponsor, guys.
All right, guys. So what we're going to do now is we're going to fucking shout out our boy fucking Jacob Lopez at Exotic Snacks EP. Hit him up on Instagram, guys. You guys are going to want to follow them. They got the most exotic shit on the internet, and you can get it here locally in El Paso. And our boy Jacob today, or not today, the other day, he hooked us up with these fucking Lay's chips.
Wait, hold on. How long ago did he give them to you?
He gave them to me like 2 days ago. So
And you haven't ate them? Wow.
No, dude. Yeah, that's self-control, dude.
That is
Yes, sir. In case you guys don't know, I love me a bag of potato chips.
Holy shit.
But anyways, guys, these are from China or somewhere foreign.
I don't know, but they have 30 minutes on here. I
Yeah,
don't know
they
if,
have.
like,
No, it's a 3 p.m. timestamp.
Oh,
on here.
3
I don't know.
p.m.
But yeah, guys, go check out our boy fucking Exotic Snacks EP. You can order all your snacks online. They have fucking all sorts of shit. They have
Like what?
American turkey Cheetos. They have lemon flavor fucking Lay's, not lime flavor, lemon. They have chestnut flavor, bayberry flavor, sea salt flavor, seaweed flavor. They have raspberry chocolate wafer coconut or Kit Kat bars, sorry. And they also have Pokemon cola flavored chewing candy. Pokemon, like that. There it is.
Dude, that packet
Pikachu.
that they have it in, it makes me feel like if I eat it, I'm going to get high as fuck.
Yeah, you might, dude. That's what that shit's for. But yeah, so like if you guys want to try these exotic snacks, you guys got to hit up our boy Jacob as soon as possible because he's running out of them. And he gave us this bag of the pure spicy flavor of Lay's. So we're going to go ahead and pass this around the studio here.
Is my asshole going to burn tomorrow?
Dude, these bags are so hard to open, bro.
Oh,
There
that's
you
why
go.
Chris couldn't eat the chips, couldn't open them.
I was waiting. All right, guys. So I'm going to
He's
take
been
one.
working out until...
I'm going to pass them around. Y'all grab one and we'll try them in unison.
Oh, dude, these
But they smell fucking good.
good.
But yeah, guys, Exotic Snacks EP, follow them on IG and get your orders in today. My boy Jacob will come through with some exotic ass shit for you basic ass people. You know what I'm saying? Just kidding. I'm not trying to be mean.
Yeah,
But
dude. I mean, it's kind of like if you want to go somewhere on the other side of the country and buy some chips, you don't
Right.
have to. You just hit up our boy.
yeah. So guys, let's try this.
Cheers.
Everybody cheers.
Cheers.
This is a pure spicy flavor from
Pure
Lay's.
spicy.
It's pretty good. That shit is fire.
I'm gonna take another one.
Not that spicy, but what I don't think is
I'm gonna take another one after that.
they're good, but I don't think they account for how much spicy shit Mexican people eat.
Nah.
Because like any salsa my dad eats makes is fucking more fucking spicy than that. But
I don't know, but they're fucking good, dude.
Misa's getting into the whole bag. Pass them around. Go ahead. Everybody
want
get
some
into them.
Omar, show you Omar.
But yeah, guys, Exotic Snacks EP.
Bro, that shit's fucking good.
That shit is good as fuck. Somebody's going home with those. Probably Misa. Look at him. He can't stop fucking eating
Dude,
them.
I'm
But
gonna
yeah,
put those on my bologna sandwich.
I'm gonna get one more. They were really fucking good.
They
Actually.
were actually really good.
Here you go. Oh, amazing.
Putting these away.
All right. Put those fucking chips away.
Oh,
They're fucking good. And they're amazing. So, what the fuck was that? Was that thunder?
I thought
I thought it was him too. Yeah.
Bro, was that thunder? Or was that the
That's how
fucking
good
bag?
those chips are, bro. Look what they did.
I like that.
Bro, that's thunder, bro.
Oh, that's a fucking earthquake, doggy.
Bro, you hear that out
That
there?
was
Oh my
crazy.
god. Okay, anyways, guys.
It's
enough
still
with the
going.
weather talk.
That's God knowing Misa says we only get one more chip.
Liar.
I quit.
So real fast, we want to run through these trending local and national topics real fast. We'll get some thoughts from Omar on some of these. So I don't know if you guys saw this, but do you guys remember the Malice at the Palace? Does that make any sense to you guys? If you guys don't know what that means,
She's too young.
there is a brawl, an NBA brawl back in 2004 between the Detroit Pistons and the Indiana Pacers. Your boy Ron Artest was part of it before he was Meta World Peace. You had Jermaine O'Neal, a bunch of different notable NBA players. So what happened, guys?
There was like a couple of like people that were there that got knocked out, right?
Well, dude, it was a fucking NBA team fighting an arena of fans, essentially. So what happened was there's a hard foul in the game, and then temperatures or temps flare, whatever, people start arguing. It's fucking lightning crazy outside.
Dude, I'm scared.
I'm fucking scared. But anyways, so what happened? If you guys haven't seen this, go on YouTube, watch the Malice of the Palace fucking highlights. They're fucking crazy.
I just saw the Netflix special.
Right. So they,
Oh wait, there's a Netflix.
dude, they
Yeah,
just
sure.
made a Netflix special about that.
What's it called?
Malice at the Palace.
Oh shit! Is that what it's called? Oh right.
But yeah,
This is
so
the
anyways,
original World Star before World Star.
Right.
Where it took off for real.
So these guys ended up fighting a whole fucking group of fans because they were throwing drinks at them. This was in 2004. A bunch of these players were suspended for a long time. Eventually, they went to court and had to settle civil lawsuits against them because the people they would punch actually started suing these guys. But it's a crazy story. You guys got to go check out the Netflix special. Omar,
No
what did you
way.
think about that?
Honestly, it was. I just saw it yesterday, so it's fresh in my memory.
Right.
Ron Artest got the whole season. I
Right.
think they were like 10 games in.
Suspended the whole year, bro.
Ron
Oh,
Artest,
shit.
Yeah. What made me most like mad is Reggie Miller, right? Reggie Miller, we saw him battle Jordan back in the day and everything.
Right.
This was his 18th year. Like I said, it's fresh in my memory. So they had a championship caliber team before this. The Indiana Pacers did. After this, with all the suspensions, he just ended up calling it his last year and retired after that.
No shit.
Reggie Miller.
I never knew that.
So
it was because of this fucking fight.
Well,
that he
not
was-
because of that. It was honestly they had the most stacked team. The year before that, they didn't have one missing piece. This year they did have that last player. I don't remember his name. But after this, Reggie's like, you know what? This is already. I'm already too old for this.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember
This is
Retired
street
after
ball.
that, yeah.
I remember fucking being at Farley's in fucking Ruidoso
Farley's.
with my boy Sebastian Christopher and my other friend Bennett, I believe. And we were watching the game, and then all that shit broke out live on TV. We were actually watching
Wait,
that.
how
fucking game.
far into the game was this?
It was all at the end of the game. The game was
almost
over.
the
It was a
end.
It
blowout.
started with Meta World Peace. What
Right.
was it? Meta World Peace at the time.
It was Ron Artest. Ben
He changed his
Wallace.
name after that.
He didn't let Ben Wallace get a simple layup. He
Right.
pushed
There's a
him.
big foul by Ben
Retaliation,
Wallace.
and that's how it
They
started.
started fucking going at it.
That's like
Not-
the wrong guy to push. Ben Wallace?
Wallace?
right.
How scary that motherfucker
Yeah.
looks, dude.
Yeah, so like it shit erupts on the court, and then everybody settles down, and then as they separate the teams, Ron Artest is laying on a fucking
drink.
scores table, chilling out,
Somebody
and somebody throws a drink, hits him in the fucking face, and this guy charges the stands, and then all hell breaks loose, dude. It to the point where like by the time they were getting the players off the court and into the tunnel, people were throwing chairs, people were
pretty
throwing
bad.
bottles, people were like
Where were
going
this?
crazy.
Were they at the Pacers or?
Yeah, it was in Detroit. dude.
Detroit.
Yeah.
Yep.
This was fucking wild. If you guys have not seen this footage, go on YouTube, Google
For
Malice.
all
at the
y'all
Palace.
uncultured swines,
All
look
you
it up.
uncultured fucking swines out there. There's a bunch of you. There's 4 of them at least in this room.
I know.
No, the only one that seems to know is Omar. Right
I remember
now.
it,
Maybe
but
Blue.
all I'm saying is I haven't seen the fucking
But yeah,
documentary.
so watch the documentary. It just came out, but that shit is wild. So speaking of sports, another crazy fucking story that just happened recently.
Oh,
If you guys know who Lionel Messi is, I mean, you guys should know the fucking
dude,
biggest star in world
I was
soccer.
seriously thinking he was gonna go with the Lakers.
No, why would he go with the fuck?
Like, did you see who the Lakers got? I was like, dude, Messi, yeah, he's going to the Lakers.
Russell Westbrook, LeBron, and Messi?
Yeah.
That's the fucking squad. they're
Dwight
rolling with.
Howard, yeah.
But yeah, so Lionel Messi, he's been at Barcelona since he was a fucking kid. Like literally since he was a kid. And he recently,
What, he was 16 or 15?
no, dude, he was like 11 when he got to Barcelona.
And Barcelona paid for his growth. Like he had like a problem like with growth hormones. or
Yeah,
something
dude.
like that.
It was fucking crazy, dude.
They helped him out, his family and all that, and
Give him steroids and shit.
I mean,
Who knows? But they made him into the world's best soccer player, that's for sure.
Hey,
And
wait,
and
hold on.
so
Before we
now-
continue on this, does he really have a house that's shaped as a soccer ball?
it's a circular. I see this because I mean I've been playing soccer all my life. I do want to state on record that I think Cristiano Ronaldo's better. I have to say that.
Well, that's a
I
debate
have
for
to say
another
that.
day.
I have to say that
Because he's
fighting.
taller. Yeah, dude, of course.
You know what I mean? But
That's
I
crazy.
mean,
I mean, that argument is fucking very like, dude, I mean, there's not much that separates these guys.
Like Jordan and LeBron.
It's a Jordan LeBron argument, and it's
Oh,
like
Jordan all the way, dude.
who you
Exactly.
prefer.
Thank you.
It's really about who you fucking prefer, but like
Being 49ers.
at the guy wearing a 49ers fucking beanie.
But for sure, dude, Messi's a one-of-a-kind soccer player. A soccer player that a lot of people have never seen before.
No, he's great.
You know what I mean? And for his
that.
size and what he's done, like, dude, this guy had Barcelona playing top-tier football for years, bro.
Respect.
Like,
How long did he last in Barcelona?
He's been there over 20 years, bro.
Holy shit. How old is he?
He's a one-club person.
Yeah,
You don't see that.
Which you never see that. Nowadays,
Tom
everybody
Brady.
moves.
That was of the Patriots and then
Until
moved.
he went to
Well, he's in Tom Brady's transition phase. Now he's going to the Bucks.
Okay, so the real
AKA
question
PSG.
is why?
Well, because there's financial problems. He makes so much money, Barcelona cannot afford his ass.
in La Liga.
And those
Spain,
dudes
it's
make
taxed.
a lot of fucking money, bro.
Yeah, in Spain it's taxed. Like the tax bracket, it hits them
Right.
totally like different than over here in France.
And then-
He just went to court
So
too
what's-
for taxes, right?
Well, I mean, these guys always go like to court because of like the way they handle their
So
money.
how much money is this guy making a year? Maybe
This
can
guy
buy
makes
islands.
like $40 million a year for
Pocket
one
change.
season. And what was even more crazy is he told Barca he would cut his salary by half, and they still couldn't afford his ass.
No way. So it was all Barcelona's fault.
No, I mean, it's just Barca had just done bad business. They don't have the money to pay him, and they just couldn't make it happen. So he's like, hey, well, I got to go somewhere. So he moved to PSG.
And how much is PSG paying him?
I don't know,
40
but
million a
have
year.
Neymar, they
it's
have
all about
Mbappe
money.
now. That's
Yeah,
scary.
dude, PSG has oil
All-star-
money like
all-star
ridiculous.
teams.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, dude. So they ruined FIFA Online because now everybody's going to play as PSG. Every time you load up a game, PSG will be the team you're
Didn't he,
facing.
like fucking give like 20 million subscribers to like PSG.
Oh yeah, yeah. In like one day, the PSG Instagram grew by 20 million subscribers because they signed.
No
fucking
way.
Van
In
Elvis.
one day?
In one day.
Shit.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking wild.
We can't
So,
even get 300 subscribers on our shit.
Yeah, 20 million.
I'll call Messi, guys.
Yeah, dude.
Thanks,
Let me hit on
Jordan, bro.
Messi. But yeah, so that's another crazy story that fucking is developing right now. But yeah, Messi plays. For
Well, what I
PSG
want to ask
now.
is, Omar, what do you feel about that? Like you being a big soccer fan and stuff.
You know what? It's just it's sad. You know, I grew
It's
up
sad, man.
hating Barcelona because I'm a Real Madrid fan. Honestly, I'm a Cristiano Ronaldo fan. Manchester. He
Right.
started in Portugal, Manchester, and then he went to Real Madrid, and then now he's in
Now he's
Italy
with
and Juventus.
Juventus.
You know what I mean? But so that's his rival. I'm a CR7 all the way. But it's just sad, like as a soccer fan in general, it's sad to see him. Messi belongs in Barcelona. You know, it's just
Right.
it's how the way it is. Now it's surprising, you know, just seeing him in France and in PSG with
See him in another
Mbappe.
jersey.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. I was looking at his jersey to order it yesterday. I'm
Oh,
looking at his-
shit.
And I'm a Cristiano Ronaldo fan, but you gotta give respect where respect is due. He's
Right.
He's
Yeah,
obviously.
I mean, at the same time, you're a soccer
I'm a
fan.
soccer
So
fan.
regardless of who it is, you're a soccer fan.
So I mean, I respect. Obviously, it's Messi. Come on, but I mean, it's always that rivalry. With my vision, my perception is that Cristiano Ronaldo is better, whatever it is. But I have my reasons behind it. It's not gonna appeal
Have they
to
ever
everybody.
played together in the
No,
team?
not together
No,
in the team.
they've never
no.
played on the same team.
No.
They played against each other multiple
Multiple.
times.
Is there a possibility? I mean, the only possibility is like having
If they
been.
buy Ronaldo and PSG, he's in Juventus right now. So they haven't.
There's
there's
no
speculation,
possibility
but-
they would ever play
It would
together.
never happen.
No, that would
I mean-
no.
It's crazy. They would have to really like work towards that one goal.
Dude, that would never happen, dude.
I know, right?
They make
Why
too
not?
much money.
Never say
Goddamn,
never.
it's
What is
fucking
going
crazy.
on outside,
Never say it
bro?
won't happen. Apparently.
Bro, we're getting bombed outside. Right now.
Yeah,
But
it's
anyways.
fucking messy. Fucking.
But yeah,
shit.
so fucking Messi's at PSG, guys, now. So fucking we'll see how that develops, and we'll see if they can win a Champions League title, because that's really what it's all about. So last fucking topic that we have to discuss is more of a local one. And I know I love hot sauce. I'm a hot sauce connoisseur. You know what I mean? I fuck with that. I put that shit on everything. I put it in my beer. I put it like on anything, literally on anything. Like
I put
have
it
a
on my cereal.
I have a bottle of fucking hot sauce next to my fucking bed, because you never know when you're gonna have to slap something with hot sauce.
Chris has a crazy dream. He turns around and
Yep. So
takes a hot sauce shot. And
apparently, because of all these fucking pandemic issues, all this shit related to transporting goods and the border being closed with Mexico for certain things,
it's not enough people. Fucking
Valentina hot sauce is in short supply here in El Paso. And that is like a staple hot sauce in El Paso. If you guys don't know what Valentina's hot sauce is,
You know what I'm gonna do?
You're missing out, and I
You know
can't
what I'm
help
gonna
you.
do? I'm gonna try and buy as much as Valentina hot sauce and just sell it like at a high price.
Yeah, dude, it's too late for that.
Yes, exactly, bro.
You find it, you gotta find it.
Yeah, it's too late for that. All the stock is already fucking sold out. So.
Well, I got somebody that could bring into cars with this shit, so whatever. I'm sure they keep it in there.
People just keep Valentina sauces, like bottles of it in
Yeah,
the fucking
yeah.
car.
Long overcoats. Hey, you need something? What you need?
But yeah, so Valentina, guys, is like, you know,
Some guy opens his coat.
you know when you go get some fucking, what are those fucking, those big fucking.
It's like a gallon.
No. You know when you go to the ice cream man and you get those big chip like things?
Chicharrones.
Chicharrones, right? That is the shit. Valentina is what they put on that in that
They mix
bag.
it with like
Boom.
some pickle juice and shit.
With some lime and shit. Boom. That shit is fire. So let's go around the studio real fast. Let's give each other or everybody give your favorite hot sauce. I'll start. I'm going Louisiana hot sauce all the fucking way. Let's go to Misa here. What's your favorite hot sauce?
It's arbol. What is it? The arbol verde from my grandma makes.
Oh, nice.
No, but like a hot sauce that like you could buy at a store.
I don't buy any hot sauce from the store because I just go to my grandma's.
I'm sure you buy hot sauce at the store.
Well, I mean, I buy Valentina, but now I can't. Holy shit!
Jordan, what's your favorite hot sauce?
Misa's grandma's hot sauce.
I'm telling you, that shit's fire, dude.
All right, well, you need to bring me a fucking bottle because I haven't tried that shit.
fuck you,
Omar,
Chris.
do you have a favorite hot sauce?
You know what? It's Tapatio. hot sauce.
Oh.
Valentina, but locally, Salsa La Leona. He's a client of mine, so I mean, shout out,
Ay.
Salsa La Leona, hit him up.
Salsa la leona.
Bro, this guy's got plugs for everything, man. You know where I can find some weed, bro?
Well, Misa's grandma.
She's got that good or what?
Yeah.
Misa,
Well, she does live in Canotillo, so
Okay, we'll go over there.
All that
after
shit
this.
goes through there.
It's a short drive if the roads aren't all flooded because apparently it's fucking raining outside.
dude,
guys.
I'm surprised we still have the lights going.
Right, dude. I thought this podcast was gonna get canceled because of the fucking rain. All right, so, bro, did you hear that thunder? All right, so we need to power through this, guys, because we don't want to lose power here. And this podcast has been rolling good. So, Misa, do you know what time it is?
I don't
Omar,
know.
do you know what time it is?
What time is it, Omar?
Jordan, what time is it?
It is time for the 5 random questions here at Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast hosted by your boy Chris Marquez.
All right, so,
That was dope.
Mr. Omar, are you ready for this shit, bro?
On that,
Are you fucking ready for this shit,
ready.
bro? Okay.
Bro, what? I wish I could read the
those are
fucking
good.
label on this shit. Yo!
Fucking good. Dude, Blue's like aggressively snagging the fucking chips out of Misa's hand.
It's fine, dude. I share.
Okay. We have 5 random questions, right? And we'll wait till Misa stops fucking chewing into the fucking mic. Jesus Christ. All right. So question number 1, Mr. Omar, how many licks does it take to get to the end of a Tootsie Pop?
Ooh.
as many as it takes.
Oh! You're a no limit kind of guy, huh?
Oh, what happened? I blacked out.
All right. So, question number 2. Which superhero power
Jesus
would you like to inherit? Like if you could be fucking Batman or whatever.
I would like to be like, I would like to fly.
Like Superman?
Hold on. I gotta say, Chris is talking about superpowers, and he says like Batman. Batman has not.
Bro, well, he has like superpowers, right?
You don't have no superpowers, bro. The only superpower
Bro, he's a
got is money.
superhero,
Gotta call
bro.
him out. Like,
Okay, that's a superpower.
I feel you.
It's because, dude, every fucking podcast he has to have a stupid ass question.
Bro, fucking Batman is rich as fuck. That's a
I understood.
superpower. Money's a superpower. You guys got a lot of it?
That's my answer.
Next question.
How to finish this Jack Daniels real fast. Jesus Christ. All
Finally
right.
finished it. Shit, I'm on my 3rd cup.
So when you were a teenager, bro, what did you foresee as your dream job?
Honestly, I was so lost and I had no idea. Day by day kind of thing.
Oh no, shit. That's how bad you were.
That's
Holy
how-
fuck.
But you weren't like, oh, I'll be a basketball player, a football player.
I
or
really
some shit
wanted
like
to
that.
be a soccer player, and I worked towards it. I mean, I have the scars to
Right.
prove it.
I thought Omar was gonna say like I was just fucking taking names and kicking ass.
no, something. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, soccer player was my goal to
Right.
to an extent. Honestly,
You look like you'd be a great soccer player.
Appreciate
You look
that.
like you'd have great technique, on the ball control.
Messi wouldn't
you know
have
what I
shit
mean?
on you, dog, for sure.
PSG.
Hey, but hold on. That same question, Jordan. I want to hear you, bro. What was your like growing up like? Your the job that you wanted.
Oh, do I want to be a stay-at-home husband? Straight up from sophomore year. I said that in science class. My teacher walked by and he was like, "That's my dream too." And I was like,
Bro, Jordan's living in 2055, bro.
Jordan,
I'm too progressive.
hey, we're almost there, man. Equality, it's changing,
Yeah.
dude. It's
All right.
changing our life.
Question number 4. Let me get some music real fast. Mr. Omar, don't be afraid to call anybody out on this, okay? But who is the worst driver you have ever known or ridden with?
Easy. Courtney Malone.
Hey! Give her a fucking triple horn music.
All we gotta say is like, hey, Courtney, thank you. But God bless. Be careful.
Be careful driving out there. Driving is a responsibility, guys.
Horrible.
Don't be driving like Misa or Courtney out there. You don't want to be doing that. What's the worst thing you've ever seen her do driving? Real fast.
Oh, that one.
She
See?
drove backwards on the freeway.
Did she fucking like
Oh,
turn?
what she's done. Okay.
Right. Not you, her.
Well, she seems to like go on all out song and dance
Right.
choreography.
Forget what's going
and
on.
forget it. Oh my god! And then she like the way she like, oh my god! Oh, like laughs about it. I'm like, we died. There's no. Oh my god! Like, we almost died.
There is no, oh my God.
Nothing serious. Nothing.
Is God real?
It's
Yeah.
like whatever.
Is God real? Courtney's like, do you believe in God? Because I do. And then she starts doing it.
All right, question number 5, final question. Mr. Omar, if you could time travel, how would you explain the world today to someone that's in the 1920s?
Ooh.
Wow.
So you fucking go back to the fucking Great
Wow.
Depression. You show up and they're like, yo, and you're like, yo, what's good? Let me tell you how it is. What's good?
I wouldn't even know where to begin.
I mean, you got to begin somewhere. What are you telling them, bro? I got a badass drone. Like,
I would just tell them, just if you
Fuck
make
the
it long
Yankees.
enough, hit me up for drone footage. You know?
they don't even know what that
You
is.
tell your great grandkid to hit me up with that shit.
Yeah, real quick.
So that's the best way.
What about you,
How would
Chris?
you explain the internet?
You know what? I just saw this documentary. I love documentaries, by the way. But it was a 1950s documentary trying to explain like the modern kitchen and the modern
Right.
appliance.
Right.
And he's like, the way he said it, I was like, made me think it's not the 20s, but it was the 50s. He was like, in the future, we're gonna have instant communication. And he didn't know, obviously, a computer is gonna be able to get that.
Right.
told
That
where-
communication. Right.
Exactly. But the way he was saying it, I was like, wow. But
He knew where it was
he
going.
explained it. I mean, obviously, I know what came out of it, like the product. But
It's like Nicholas Tesla. Like at one point, he said, like, we're gonna have enough technology at one point that you're gonna be able to communicate with somebody
and the way
with
he
a device
explained it,
that's gonna fit on your pocket. This guy was saying this shit in the early 1900s.
if you say that to somebody back then that we have it, I don't know. They'll probably
You're crazy.
I can say it, I
Damn.
can explain it, but if they understand that is another story.
Right. So I would go back there and tell them, like, look, guys, look. So have you heard of refrigeration? Shit's everywhere. We got cold everything,
Like
cold
it.
houses,
I like
cold
it.
drinks, nothing, everything. So also, guys, weed is legal now. You guys can spark up all you want, start blazing.
Well, I mean,
Also-
the weed it became illegal in 1936, I think.
Well, I mean, you would just tell them, like, hey, feel
Like,
free to smoke
all I
up.
gotta say is it's
Get
gonna
it in.
become illegal,
Right.
but eventually it's what's gonna rule the
Right.
world.
And then you also tell them, look, now on the internet, guys, you can get pretty much whatever the fuck you want, whether you want naked girls, whether you want a hooker, it's all there. Free market.
At
How
your
about that?
fingertips.
There you go. And it's all in the palm of your hand
That's
for a
crazy.
fee of fucking $200 a month.
So it
from
makes me
T-Mobile.
think like, how crazy is it gonna be like 80 years from now?
I mean, it's
Bro,
crazy.
we're
Like
not
the
going to be
simulation
alive,
talk,
but
it's
it's going to be
crazy. It's
fucking
crazy.
crazy.
I'm gonna be in my deathbed. Like
I'm going to be doing this
doing a
podcast,
podcast.
right, from my fucking casket. You know what I mean?
virtual
Like,
reality and shit. Like just
we're going to be meeting up with Misa in heaven. Episode 750.
Blue
What it
sending,
do? What it do? What it do?
and then Blue sending the beer shit.
Through the clouds in heaven and shit, just like falling around. I don't know.
That's
But
crazy.
anyways, guys, so that was 5 random questions with our boy Omar. You did well, man. You
I
did
mean,
well. You did better than I
I
expected.
wasn't ready, man.
You know what I mean? But Ready or not, we got to hit him out. We got to knock him out of the park. So
Yes.
with that being said, guys, let's get ready to wrap up this podcast. Let's go around the studio here. We'll get everybody's final thoughts on this episode. Mr. Jordan, final thoughts on today's episode, man.
The last question before we get into that, if I went back to 1920s, I would say subscribe to Chris and Misa.
Hey.
That's how we do plugs around here. Honestly, man, this is a great time to be here. Glad you guys asked me to come back. First time I met you, dude, I'm not gonna lie, I'm jealous of you. Not because of your editing skills, your photography, the fact that you worked at Albertsons. I never got a call back. All you guys went around the room saying Albertsons, and I was like, "Fuck that!"
It was a hard round. It was a hard round to make, and I made it. Made the cut.
Made him pass a drug test.
This guy went back to 1920 and said, like, do not build truth or consequence.
Do not build Albertsons or truth or
Okay,
consequences.
hold on, Jordan, real fast. Because you're a funny guy, and I just want to know what you would say to this. What would you tell the people in the 1920s about what today's like?
Okay, so all the stuff you think about, you're gonna see that one day. I would just walk away from it like that.
Dude,
Just leave it like that.
Hey,
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. That's the
a good
perfect,
answer.
dude. Yes.
That's a good answer.
Because everybody thought about it.
Okay, so share your final thoughts, man.
All final notes. It was a good time, man. Learn all the details. I mean, doing stand up, and then you're an independent contractor, so learning all your details, clients, not competition, but in respect for others or anything. It's kind of similar. So just seeing your perspective of it, and I've seen your Instagram page from these guys. So I'm like, oh yeah, man, this dude's legit. So yeah, it's a good time being here again. Got to come around, and man, happy to see you guys again.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Jordan's all like, yeah, I'm gonna hire him real soon right now.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Fucking Misa, fucking final thoughts.
I
today.
gotta start off with Blue, man. I'm fucking glad that you're back, bro.
You're alive.
Like my fucking beers haven't been this cold since you fucking died, you know. But anyways, Jordan, bro, thank you for stepping up, man. Thank you for actually saying yes, doing our shit. Appreciate you, man. You did a good job. Omar, dude, all I gotta say, bro, is like, can I suck your dick? Nah, bro, but
He's not kidding.
Mom, he's playing, mom.
Mama, no, they play. I'm playing. Yeah.
I have kids, mom.
Yeah. Anyways, but dude, Omar, bro, thanks, man. I think you have some really true talent from everything you do. I mean, from pictures, you do a podcast, you do music videos, you did some Mexican, all the shit that you do, bro. Like, it's good shit. I appreciate you, man. I wish you the best of luck in everything you do, Chris.
Appreciate it.
Thank God you sucked his dick. And like I said, Jordan, thank you. Blue, bro, thanks, man. Everybody listening, guys, make sure you guys follow us and make sure you follow this guy. If you guys need anything, whether it's a wedding, whether it's like you got rid of your baby daddy and you're trying to throw a party, whatever it is, guys, call him up. Sun City Vibes, our boy Omar. And at the same time, you guys make sure you guys stay safe and stay fresh.
All right, Mr. Omar, final thoughts today, man.
Just came in with an open mind, man. Didn't know what to expect. It's out of my comfort zone for sure. Like I'm behind the camera, not speaking, not talking. I'm not doing anything but recording and editing that thing. It's just awesome. Thank you for having me. And it's just awesome times, man. Honestly.
Oh yeah, dude. Thank you. Like, final thoughts from you guys. Thank you for being here today. Jordan, thank you for fucking producing for us.
No problem.
We really do appreciate it. We're gonna have you back again here in the future.
How much do you charge, dude? I'll fucking pay for it.
I'm gonna go off his invoice, so I'm gonna look at his paperwork.
Yeah, expect an invoice in your email, Mesa, coming soon.
Shit. All right.
But yeah, dude, thank you for sure for sliding through. I know you have the fucking roast to do after this, so thank you for fitting us in. Misa, thank you for coming on and fucking eating chips on very close to the mic. Makes for great audio. But yeah, thanks, dude. And Mr. Omar, shout out to you, bro. I mean, you've helped us out so much. Like, you know, I can't even explain how much you've fucking helped us out.
I mean, to be honest, man, like you made, like we've always thought, like me and Chris, like we're gonna try and make this as legit as we can. Getting a sponsor is cool, but getting a sponsor that does the work that you do, and then show it for every single episode that starts, bro. Like, I
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, dude. And for sure, like, thank you for coming here. Like, I know you said you're out of your comfort zone and shit, but we had talked about this and we had made it clear that, dude, we're going to make you feel at home. We're going to make you.
You don't need to read off your phone, bro.
Right. We're going to put you in a good position to where you can just feel comfortable and come talk to us. And like, we're boys, dude. Like,
Yeah,
that's what
we're
we
boys,
do.
bro.
So it's easy. And like, it's cool that you
I'm
were
gonna invite you
finally
to my
able-
second wedding for sure.
You're finally able to say like, okay, let me get over this fear. Let's fucking do it. And you brought a fucking bottle of Jack. So that also helps. But yeah, dude, shout out to you guys. Make sure you guys go follow him. Sun City Vibes anywhere on social media. Hit Hit him up if you guys need some work. And with all that being said, guys, we are.